How's it going, guys? It's the Pixelated Pumpkin, and this is Spiky from Klowns from Outer Space, a brand new 2025 Halloween animatronic made by Techie Design and sold exclusively on HalloweenCostumes.com. If you want to pick up this guy or anything else on HalloweenCostumes.com, please use the link in the description below. They'll get you 15% off the entire website, and you'll also be helping out the channel. Anyways, in today's video, I'll be walking you through this entire animatronic and showcasing every detail of it. This is my favorite killer clown from the movie, and Klowns from Outer Space is just one of my favorite campy horror movies ever. So I'm really excited for this guy, so let's take a look at everything he has to offer. Alright, to start off, let's talk about the detail. Obviously, we gotta start with the face here. This is pretty much a one-to-one with the movie. The accuracy is pretty much perfect here. I apparently heard that Techie used the video game models because they recently came out with a Klowns from Outer Space video game. So that's apparently what this face is based off of. So I think that was a smart idea because they did a very, very good job here. The hair is made out of plastic, which was kind of necessary, but I do honestly like that better than them trying to attempt using actual fibers or whatever. I think the hair looks really good though, and of course he has his signature spiky pink hair. It looks great. The face is creepy and silly, just like the movie, and once again, I think the accuracy here is superb. Moving down to his rest of his body here, we have his costume, and this is, again, just like the movie. Techie really tries to make their licensed props as accurate as possible, and this costume he wears is literally just the one he has from the movie. It's not really a hard sort of design to kind of make. It's just stars on this sort of, metallic looking green, shiny background, I guess, but it looks great. And his ruffles too look really cool. I don't know what kind of material this is, but it's probably whatever they used in the movie. They probably tracked it down over in China and managed to score it for this guy, so I think it looks great. Moving all the way down to his shoes here, you obviously can see they are just kind of simple clown shoes at the end of the day, but they are detailed from the movie. I guess they probably, again, looked at photos for reference and try to make it as accurate as possible. So I'm a big fan of how those look. On his hand, even his hands are detailed as well. You have the fingernail paint there, which the clowns have in the movie, and the four-fingered glove here, those gross-looking hands. Really good job with the detailing. And of course, right up front, we have the main part of this animatronic, the balloon dog. This thing is probably about 2 feet tall, I want to say, but it looks really good, just like the movie. I mean, it's just a simple pink balloon dog, but I love the leash, and it's great. It looks fantastic. So overall, I think this guy is pretty much a one-on-one sort of, not replica, but, very accurate to the movie. And I think when you get a licensed prop, that is the #1 thing you have to look out for. Is this going to be accurate to the film? And I love the designs in the movie, and I think they managed to capture it perfectly with this animatronic. All right, now let's talk about the animation, and it's very simple. Obviously, he's pulling the dog as it barks, like the dog is yapping at you. So I guess it's not really supposed to be him pulling, it's more the dog is kind of pulling on its own, barking at you, which I think is great. I really love this animation. It is really cute, and it's pretty much just from the movie. It's really clever, and I'm glad, Spiky was the one in the movie who put the balloon dog together when they chased the humans. So I think they did a great job sort of capturing this whole premise and sort of joke from the movie and bringing it into real life. The animation is super simple. He just has a mechanism right in his arm here that just tugs on the leash, and that's what gives it the illusion that the dog is barking at you, and I think it's perfect. All right, now let's talk about the audio and lighting, and as you can see, the lighting is very simple. Both of his eyes just light up there, and to be honest with you, I don't really know how I feel about that. The clown's eyes don't light up in the movie, but I feel like on most Halloween animatronics, they want to put the lighted eyes on it, which is something I'm kind of indifferent to. At the end of the day, I'm not upset it's here, but it definitely could have done without it, but I think it's fine. I really have no preference whether they're lit or not. And the audio is just taken from the movie. It's just him laughing in the movie, or maybe one of the other clowns. I'm pretty sure it was Spiky, though, from one of the clips they took. So you have that killer clown laugh, and I think it's fantastic. And there's some carnival music in the background. Of course, you have the dog barking as well. So I think it's really great. It's obviously, again, very accurate to the movie. He only has one phrase, though. It's not really a phrase. It's just the sound of the dog barking and him laughing. I think it could have lasted a little bit longer, though, so he would have had a little bit of a longer activation. But other than that, I can't complain. All right, now for some details about this item. His price, will start with that. He retails for $400, which is, I think, a very steep price for this, but with licensed props, you're typically paying a little bit more of a premium for it since it is from a licensed movie. And if you're a big Killer Klowns fan, I think that price should really be no problem to you. I think he is on sale right now as I'm releasing this video, and you could also get an additional 15% off by using my link, so don't forget about that. As for the quality and everything, it seemed perfectly fine. It's a very simple mechanism, and it does use metal gears, which I was very, very pleased with. So that is always definitely a huge positive when it's a simple mechanism, but even then, having the metal gears is really appreciated and will definitely add to this guy's longevity. The setup is also really, really simple. It is a very simple sort of standing animatronic. There really isn't that much to it. So you should have no problem setting it up. I think it'll probably take you 10 minutes, if that. So don't have to worry about anything complicated there. So that's all I really have to share about this prop. I'll give you my final thoughts right now. All right, now to give you my final thoughts on Spiky from Killer Klowns from Outer Space. And he is my favorite clown in the movie, so I'm really, really happy we have him in animatronic form. I think this guy is probably the most accurate Killer Klowns animatronic we've seen to date. I think the Spirit Halloween ones were okay, but the two they released on HalloweenCostumes.com, which are made by Techie, are much better, being this guy and Rudy. Right now, I have my favorite clown, Spiky, and I cannot be happier about that. So I do highly recommend him. Once again, please use my link in the description. Get yourself 15% off on this guy. Anyways, everybody, you've waited long enough. Now it's time for the full demo. Take it away.